Cats and dogs like chalk and cheese, oil and water, two creatures that on the surface seem to have nothing in common, yet when you look closer, you find a relationship that's as complex as it is entertaining. Statler and Waldorf, but with more fur and fewer complaints about balconies. Imagine the grumpy old men from the Muppets, but instead of sitting in a theater box, they're lounging on your porch, one with a wagging tail and the other with a flicking tail. They're the original odd couple, forever locked in a hilarious battle of wills. One moment they're chasing each other around the yard, the dog barking excitedly while the cat darts and weaves with feline grace. One minute they're giving each other the side-eye, as if plotting their next move in a never-ending game of chess. The next, they're cuddling up for a nap, their differences momentarily forgotten as they bask in the warmth of the sun. It's a scene that could melt even the coldest of hearts. It's enough to make your head spin. The way they switch from frenemies to best buddies in the blink of an eye is nothing short of magical, but that's the beauty of it, isn't it? Their unpredictable relationship keeps us on our toes and fills our lives with endless entertainment. Their differences are what make them so damn funny. Think about it. The cat, with its aloof demeanor, acts like it owns the place, while the dog, ever the eager beaver, just wants to be everyone's best friend. Cats are like those cool, aloof neighbors who only talk to you when they want something. They saunter around with an air of indifference, as if the world revolves around them. Dogs? They're the over-enthusiastic friends who greet you at the door like you've been gone for years. Their tails wag so hard you think they might take off like a helicopter. And the best part? They drive each other crazy in the most hilarious ways. The cat might swat at the dog's tail, or the dog might try to playfully nip at the cat's ears. It's a comedy show that never gets old. Trust me, you'll be laughing your tail off, or should I say, purring with amusement. Their antics are a reminder that even the most unlikely of friendships can bring joy and laughter into our lives. So next time you see a cat and dog together, take a moment to appreciate the beautiful chaos of their relationship. It's a bond that's as unique as it is heartwarming. Cats. They're like those silent movie stars, all dramatic pauses and knowing glances. They're masters of disguise, experts at hiding their true feelings behind a curtain of indifference. One minute they're curled up on your lap, purring like a tiny motor. The next, they're batting at your face for daring to breathe in their direction. And don't even get me started on their love of boxes. You could buy them a diamond-encrusted cat tree, and they'd still choose to lounge in the cardboard box it came in. But that's what makes them so funny, isn't it? Their unpredictable nature, their complete disregard for human logic. They're like tiny, furry enigmas, and we wouldn't have it any other way. Now dogs, they're a different story altogether. They're like those friends who are always up for a good time, even if it means getting covered in mud and chasing their own tails. They greet every day with boundless energy and enthusiasm, their tails wagging so hard their entire bodies shake with joy. They're easily amused, these furry goofballs. A dropped sock, a rogue leaf blowing in the wind, it's all cause for celebration in their book. And let's not forget their unwavering loyalty. They're the ultimate best friends, always there to greet you with a sloppy kiss and a wagging tail, no matter what kind of day you've had. So, what happens when these two very different species are forced to share a living space? Pure comedic gold, that's what. Imagine this. A cat, perched gracefully on the back of the sofa, observing the world with regal disdain. Suddenly, a furry torpedo in the form of a dog comes barreling into the room, tail wagging, tongue lolling. Chaos ensues. The cat, startled, leaps into the air with a hiss, its fur standing on end. The dog, oblivious, continues its rampage, tripping over furniture and barking at its own reflection. It's a classic case of miscommunication, a comedy of errors fueled by their contrasting personalities, and it's guaranteed to have you in stitches. Section 5, Food, Glorious Food, A Tale of Two Species. When it comes to food, cats and dogs are on opposite ends of the spectrum. It's almost as if they come from different culinary worlds. Cats are like those picky eaters who turn their noses up at anything that isn't gourmet. They approach their food with the caution of a food critic at a questionable restaurant. They'll sniff their food suspiciously, give you a withering look, and then saunter off to lick their own butts. It's as if they're saying, I deserve better than this. You know, because that's more appetizing apparently. Their grooming rituals seem to take precedence over eating, and they do it with such elegance and poise. Dogs, on the other hand, are like human vacuum cleaners. They have an insatiable appetite and an unending curiosity for anything that might be edible. They'll eat anything that isn't nailed down, and even then, they might give it a go. Their determination to get to the food is both impressive and amusing. You drop a crumb on the floor, gone in a flash. It's like they have a built-in radar for fallen food. You leave a pizza box unattended for a nanosecond? Don't even bother asking. That pizza is history, and the dog is the prime suspect. And the best part? They'll eat with such gusto, such unbridled enthusiasm, that you can't help but laugh. Their joy is infectious, and their wagging tails are a testament to their love for food. Cats, on the other hand, eat with a certain grace and precision. They take their time, savoring each bite as if it's a fine delicacy. It's a slow, deliberate process, almost like a ritual. After their meal, they might lick their lips in satisfaction and then stretch out in a sunny spot, ready for a nap. It's a serene and almost regal routine. Dogs, however, finish their meals in record time. They eat with such speed that you wonder if they even tasted the food. And once they're done, they're immediately on the lookout for more. They'll give you those big, pleading eyes, hoping for just one more bite. It's hard to resist their charm and they know it. Cats, in contrast, are more independent. They don't beg for food, they demand it. And if they don't get what they want, they'll simply walk away, leaving you to wonder what you did wrong. The joy dogs find in food is truly something to behold. They treat every meal like a celebration and their happiness is palpable. It's a reminder of the simple pleasures in life. Cats, with their refined tastes, remind us of the importance of quality over quantity. They teach us to appreciate the finer things and to take our time enjoying them. In the end, both species have their unique approaches to food, and both bring joy to our lives in their own special ways. Whether it's the dog's exuberance or the cat's elegance, there's something to be learned from each. And perhaps in their differences we find a balance. A tale of two species united by their love for food, each teaching us something valuable about savoring life's moments. Section 6. Playtime, from catnaps to zoomies. Playtime with cats and dogs is a study in contrasts. While both species love to play, their styles couldn't be more different. Cats are all about the strategic hunt, the slow stalk, the sudden pounce. They move with a grace and precision that is almost hypnotic. They'll bat at a piece of string like it's a deadly viper, their eyes wide with concentration. Every muscle in their body tenses as they prepare to strike, their focus unwavering. Then, just as quickly, they'll lose interest and wander off for a nap. It's as if they have a built-in switch that flips from predator to napper in an instant. Dogs, on the other hand, are all about high-energy fun. Their playtime is filled with boundless enthusiasm and joy. They love to chase balls, play fetch, and engage in epic games of tug-of-war. Their excitement is contagious, and they can turn even the simplest game into an adventure. They have an endless supply of energy, these furry bundles of joy. Whether it's running, jumping, or playing with their favorite toy, they never seem to tire. They'll run around the park like they've been possessed by the spirit of Usain Bolt, their tongues lolling out in pure, unadulterated happiness. Their joy is palpable, and it's impossible not to smile as you watch them. Despite their differences, cats and dogs can find common ground in play. It's a beautiful sight to see a cat swatting playfully at a dog's tail, or a dog gently nudging a cat to join in the fun. After all the excitement, they often find themselves resting together, enjoying a peaceful moment. It's a reminder that playtime isn't just about the games, but also about the bonds that are formed. Whether they're chasing each other around the yard or simply watching the world go by from a window, the companionship between cats and dogs is truly special. And when you add a human into the mix, the fun multiplies. Watching a child play with their furry friends is a heartwarming experience, filled with laughter and joy. Indoors or outdoors, playtime with cats and dogs is always an adventure. Their unique personalities shine through, making every moment memorable. And at the end of the day, when the zoomies have subsided and the cat naps are over, there's nothing quite like the sight of a cat and dog cuddled up together, content and happy. It's these moments of togetherness that remind us why we love our pets so much. They bring joy, laughter, and a sense of companionship that is truly priceless. So whether it's a cat nap or a zoomie session, every moment with our furry friends is a treasure. Cherish these times, for they are the heartbeats of our lives. Section 7. Communication breakdown, lost in translation. Cats and dogs may share our homes, but they definitely don't speak the same language. Cats are masters of nonverbal communication. A twitch of the tail, a flick of the ear, a slow blink. They can convey a whole range of emotions without uttering a single meow. Dogs, on the other hand, are all about vocalization. They bark, they howl, they whine, they growl, sometimes all at the same time. It's no wonder they often misunderstand each other. The cat's subtle signals go right over the dog's head, while the dog's boisterous barking just sends the cat running for cover. Section 8. The unbreakable bond friendship knows no boundaries. Despite their differences, cats and dogs can and often do form strong bonds. They might drive each other crazy most of the time, but deep down they secretly quite like having each other around. You'll see them cuddling up together for warmth, grooming each other with affection, and playing together with surprising gentleness. These moments of interspecies harmony are a joy to behold. They remind us that friendship can blossom in the most unexpected of places, even between creatures as different as cats and dogs. Section 9. Cuteness overload, laughs, love, and a little bit of fur. So there you have it, folks. The hilarious, heartwarming, and often hair-raising world of cats and dogs. They're the ultimate comedy duo, always keeping us on our toes with their antics. They might drive us crazy sometimes, but we wouldn't have it any other way, because let's face it, life would be pretty boring without a little bit of fur and a whole lot of laughter.